What is going on, guys? Willis here, back with another Genshin Impact video. It's Hutao Day, the official launch of Hutao. Before we jump into this video, if you're watching this video on the launch of Hutao, I'm going to be live today on twitch.tv/WillisGamingTV. We're giving away 10,000 PrimoGems. Leave a like on this video, leave a comment down below. We're picking 5 winners at 6 p.m. UK time. But yeah, you're probably here for a Hutao build. Now, I'm going to give you guys a quick build for Hutao. I guess I've been prepping my artifacts for Hutao, and I guess the best artifacts you want to use, team compositions, weapons, everything will be timestamped. So if you need anything in specific, just click on the little bar by YouTube and you can go straight to it. So we're going to start off first with her artifacts. Now, I basically put all my artifacts on Zhangling because she's releasing in a few hours in EU, so she isn't actually out yet for me. She's only on the Asian servers. So artifacts for Hutao, you kind of want to do it like this because Hutao is HP based and she does get a lot of damage bonus from her HP scaling. So you need stuff with HP on it. So where do you put those HP items? So obviously the flower is your main source of HP, right? It can only roll with HP. Get yourself a decent flower. Now, I managed to get a god piece witch's flower. It got energy recharge 6.5, crit damage 38.9%, and then double attack rolls. Now, if you can get some HP percentage maybe on your flower, that would be good. But this flower was honestly so good with the crit damage, I just had to keep it. So try and get double HP if you can on your flower. For the feather, I've got witches again. Oh, once again, we're running 4-piece witches if you haven't seen. So 4-piece witches if you can. I have seen people go 2-set gladiators, 2-set witches, but I think just because of the way Hutao works with her pyro damage and how much she is buffed in it, 4-piece witches is definitely the way. So yeah, for her feather, obviously feathers only roll with attack, so try and get some HP. Crit rate, crit damage is what you want to be going for. Try and focus on getting crit rate first. I'll explain why in a sec, and then obviously crit damage. I got super unlucky with my crit rate rolls. Unfortunately, I'm just getting a ton of crit damage. So this is quite important. Your sands, or yeah, try and get a sands with main stat HP. Yep, main stat HP. Then try and get some more HP, and then crit damage, crit rate, attack if you can. Goblet, it's pretty self-explanatory. Get pyro damage bonus on your goblet. I would say this is sort of split a bit. Some people are saying just even go for HP main stat as well on your goblet, but I think pyro is definitely the way to go for this as well. Got a pretty chunky roll on this, 20% HP on this goblet with pyro damage, so it doesn't even need to be witches because as long as the other 4 pieces are witches, it's fine. So this is actually just a Wanderers that rolled really well for pyro damage and HP. The helmet, the crown. So these actually roll with crit rate and crit damage. Get crit rate main stat. Obviously get some HP. Attack, if you can. Try and get some crit damage. I wasn't lucky, so I didn't get any. And that's pretty much our artifacts. Now, I think that's pretty decent going into Hutao. Like, if you can get an artifact set, even half of this, even a quarter of this, you're good to go. If anything, just put on a 4-set witches and just see how you do. All this stuff is just extra. So yeah, 4-set witches for Hutao. Now, if we look at the stats here, these artifacts are giving us 70% crit damage and 43% crit rate. Obviously, when we go to our character here, we're on 48, 186. You kind of want the 1-to-2 ratio like normal. So Hutao actually scales with crit damage. So in reality, this is probably like 220, 230 maybe crit damage, and then 48 crit rate. So the ratio is not where I want it to be. So if you can get if you're in my position, try and get a bit more crit rate if you can, but crit rate's just a pain for me. Now for weapons. Now this is where it gets pretty interesting for you free-to-play players. Obviously, without a doubt, the best weapon is the Staff of Homer for Hutao. It literally gives you HP increased by 20%. Additionally, provides an attack bonus based on 0.8% of the wielder's max HP. When the wielder's HP is less than 50%, this attack bonus is increased by an additional 1% of the max HP. And it also gives you a nice chunky roll of crit damage. But what else could you use if you were a potential free-to-play player? So obviously you have the Primordial Jadewing Spear if you're just a massive whale. Or you just got lucky from Zhao's banner, you can use that. That works really well as well, obviously because of the crit rate substat as well. The Lithic Spear. Now this was a weapon as well that a lot of people are getting lately. If you have this, this is probably one of the best weapons or free-to-play weapons for Hutao. If you guys have been making sort of wishes on the side and you just managed to get it somehow, the Lithic Spear is insane because it pretty much buffs people from leeway. So it can work out really, really well. Now here's one you're never going to think about, which is actually an insane weapon. Now, hear me out. The White Tassel. It's a level 3 blue, but it has crit rate as the substat. And the perk is actually called Sharp. It increases normal attack damage by 24%. Yes, Hutao does have pyro attacks, but this isn't always going to be up. So if you are free to play, just scroll down your weapons and see if you have the White Tassel. If this is your last option, use the White Tassel. Trust me. Other options as well you guys can use if you guys have the Black Cliff Pole. Really insane. Also, the Dragon's Bane is actually really good. Now, it does have Elemental Mastery. Kind of stinky, but this also increases damage against opponents affected by Hydro or Pyro by 20%. Now, if you've managed to accumulate a bunch of these weapons, refine them, and they even get better. So yeah, those are your options if you have them. And I guess the last one, if you guys managed to pick it up, was the Deathmatch. So if you guys have the Deathmatch, obviously this has crit rate on it, insanely good. So the perk on Deathmatch is if there's 2 opponents nearby, attack is increased by 16% and defense is increased by 16%. Yeah, it's just a really good spear if you manage to pick it up from the Battle Pass. Moving on and finishing up with team compositions, who do you want to use with Hutao? Now, by far, I think I made a little party here, actually. I can show you guys. So we got Hutao here. So these characters right here are going to work insane with Hutao. Zhangling, I hate to say it, but if you have any constellations on Zhangling, or if you somehow have a max constellation Zhangling, Zhangling can be really good. The fact that she's actually in the banner as well makes it even better. Tartaglia, Child is going to be really insane if you guys manage to pick up Child when his banner was out. Fischl, Electro support character to make that overload. Xingqiu as well. Obviously, I haven't leveled mine up because I'm stupid, but Xingqiu will work insanely well. Now, if you can as well, obviously, try and get one other pyro, just so you have the double pyro resonance, which basically gives you a ton of attack, and it's just insane. So you're affected by cryo 40% less time, and this increases your attack by 25%. But yeah, double pyro has always worked out for me. I think it's really insane. Gooba with Zhangling as well works insane. Tartaglia, what he does, he actually has a talent where he buffs your the levels in your auto attacks. See, this is why you should know this about. So Master of Weaponry. This increases your own party members' normal attacks by 1 level. So he just basically gives everyone 1 free level on their auto attacks. And by doing this, yes, he is a DPS character, but I guess he's kind of supporting your whole team with this, which is insane. Obviously, you can do a lot of Vaporize because of the Hydro and Pyro mixing. So it's just going to be really, really good. But other than that, guys, good luck on your polls with Hutao. Head over to my live stream, guys. So we're actually going to be live streaming Hutao. So when she comes out, we're going to be doing some wishes over on my Twitch channel. We're also giving away 10k PrimoGems today. So if you want to enter, head over to my Twitch channel and just go and click the little PrimoGem icon, or you can head over to my Discord, discord.gg/Willis. But other than that, guys, on the Twitch channel, we have points. Look, you can have a wheel spin, Welcome Moon, 980 PrimoGems. You can redeem these for channel points. Yes, actual PrimoGems in Genshin. It's awesome. Join the stream today. We're starting at 5 p.m. London time. Links are down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.